Hey, I told you it was going to be November. Guess what? It's November. And so this is the November rocket launch. What's going to happen today? Well, remember we were doing those propellers last time and they didn't work except for once. Well, they were getting all tangled up. So I made a little spool and bobbin system that will hopefully keep the cord organized until everything stretches out. I've also figured out a better way to place the propeller so it is in a better positioning on the piston that shoots it out. So we'll see if any of that works. One surprise rocket will have two, kind of 1-2 parachutes. So like last time, these rockets are bigger and heavier than usual. It's all the same rocket names from last week. I've just made a bunch of modifications to them. So without further ado, we'll talk about Mosquito, which is not the first rocket. We'll talk about
is it Windsock? Maybe?
It's Windsock. Thank you very much. It's Windsock. Of course, it's Windsock.
It's always Windsock.
35 years of Windsock.
Yeah.
Always.
And Windsock is you know, the rocket that goes up so we figure out which way the wind's blowing. It's going to have a C12-6. It'll probably go about 800. I didn't bring my printout, so I'm going to have to remember it. So we'll see. The real stats for the rocket will be under me in the bug. All right, here we go with
Windsock.
Windsock. All right, hit the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Poor bees. Come on.
Okay, it's gone over.
Coming back though.
All right, it's deployed and I feel like the propeller's going. I got it.
Oh, I see it. It looks like it's working to me.
I don't know if it's gonna make it back into the field, but
It looks like spinning. That's for sure.
I can see the spinning.
Oh yeah.
Boy, it's really holding up. Hey, it really worked.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, cameras out. Hey everybody, this is, I can't remember the Windsock's name today. Here's Windsock. What's happened is it hit the ground really hard. It did work though, and we did get it back. It just landed on a particularly hard patch of ground, so it broke. Anyway, we're getting ready for the next one. We're getting ready to do Nimbus, which is our C12-6. This is heavier. I think I remember it's going to go about 600 feet. So hopefully we'll be able to see it deploy because it won't be quite so high. And it's got the propeller with this, what am I calling it? The bobbin system. All right, here we go, Nimbus.
3, 2, 1. Launch.
Ooh, really nice. Straight over us.
I think that bobbin system's working well.
I think it's spinning.
Yeah, the back end is spinning pretty good.
Oh, I can't believe it's working. Oh, it's sort of catching itself up, but
Sun's
yeah, it's sort of, well, I'll be darned. Hey, hey!
Well, you know what's interesting?
That was a good one with Nimbus. It deployed and it's recoverable. We haven't got it yet because it's a bit far. Next one is going to be Toad. Toad means we're moving into the C18 powered rockets. They're not much more powerful than the C12, but they have a white plume of smoke instead of a black plume of smoke. So let's see how we're doing with Toad. Toad is a small version of Toad, so I feel like it's going to go 700 feet.
Go.
3, 2, 1. Launch.
Whoops.
Granddad did not get to the bottom of the count. All right, and it's deployed,
Over there.
but it's landing. It's either in the road or just barely crossed the road.
The welcome.
What happened there?
I don't know.
3, 2.
It arched.
Hey, all right, that was Toad. Toad launched on 1 instead of on launch, so we were all shocked. Hopefully that hit somewhere in the frame. Next, it went into the pit, but right on the edge. We'll recover it. Next one we're going to do is fat toad, which is the same design as toad, just a bit fatter. Same thing, C18 should only go 500 feet. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Somebody feel close. Okay.
All right, it's going up. Oh no! Pop! Ooh!
Boy, that came down quick.
It did not pop.
Is it still pre-pop? Still pop?
No, it popped finally. Wow, that was ballistic. And the nose cone is now inside it. All right, that was the last of the D's. That C18 behaved kind of dodgy. It didn't launch twice. Something was wrong with it. Didn't have enough thrust to really get it to apex, so it ended up being ballistic. And now it's basically dust. We're moving on to the D16s, which are a little bit, obviously a little bit bigger. And the first one is Top Quark. Let's see how she goes.
3, 2, 1, launch.
That's better.
We're getting a bit of a left squiggle off the one.
Come on. Come on. No, it's not going.
Did it open? That tree finished it.
It got into a tree over there
Well, I think it made it through the tree.
and hit the ground.
Right of it, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look after we're done with that. Oh, here comes some walkers. That was Top Quark. Top Quark went ballistic. For some reason it didn't deploy. It's over in the fairgrounds. Next we have Boson, which is another D16. It's bigger and fatter, so it won't go as high. I've made some adjustments to the launch pad as the wind is picked up. Hopefully it will stay in our field of play. All right, here we go. And count.
3, 2, 1, launch.
There, oh, separation. And it's into the pit.
Crashed right
Damn.
through that tree, which I think is inside of it.
Yeah.
So that was the last D16. That one's separated, and we'll get it back. It just fell on the edge of the pit. This next one is Grease Gun. Grease Gun is a D20, so a little bit more thrust. And that's another fat one. We don't think that one's going to go really past 600. So let's see what happens. Everything's got the propeller, obviously. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Nice. Deploy, 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 deploy. No! It did deploy, but a bit late. I think the count's too long on that one.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Grease Gun. It deployed, but a little bit too low, so I needed it to have the delay was too long. But anyway, it appeared to work. It deployed, but it didn't have time to catch. Everything is still sorted together. And this is the bobbin that holds the cords from getting tangled. So you can see at least the cords aren't tangled. Nothing else worked. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. All right, I'm just gonna move right into the next one, which is Wizard. It's also a D20. It's long and thin. It should go about 700 feet, and hopefully there's enough time for it to deploy. All right.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Little squirrel. Oh yeah. It's working. Oh, it unwound.
Came off. I don't even see the propeller on the.
It's turning the whole thing. See how it's spinning?
Yeah, it's not probably tied to the end, but at least it's within
Not so bad. All right, that rocket right there is Phase Gate. Phase Gate is our first 24 millimeter wide engine, a D22. It should go pretty high. I'm thinking about 900. What? Let's see what happens.
900 centimeters, 900 feet.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, the nose cone's not in.
Finish.
It's not in.
There goes the nose cone.
That was
Noticed at the last second.
What
The
happened?
nose cone wasn't in.
Really?
Coming right at the top of Greg.
Oh,
Lord.
that was close.
If I had realized a second earlier.
Hey, that one is called a solar probe, and it is an E26, also known as a half E. It will go 900 feet if the nose cone doesn't pop off in the middle of the launch like the last one did. Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1. Launch.
Oh, the long
That's
one's
right.
Much better. Is it gonna come back down?
Yeah.
Oh, it backed up.
Yeah,
What did it do?
it's counting down. There it goes.
Oh, that was
Popped,
only the
I heard
back.
it.
Nope, that's the propeller.
That's a propeller?
Something's
Look at that.
there, it's
That's
propelling.
It's working. It's not.
It's just not working. Oh, and it twisted itself off. It slowed down after the propeller came off. Is that
Yeah.
Okay. Boom! Well,
And the rocket. Oh, it's in focus.
that's all right. Hey, this one here is Blue Shift, and it is an E35. It's a full E. It's a very heavy rocket. I think I've maxed it out at 800 feet today with its weight because we're just hoping to get it back. So let's see if it works. Want to see if the propeller works, all that stuff. Oh, this one could have double chutes. I forgot which one has that. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1. Launch.
Ooh,
Wow.
squirrel.
That's a killer motor in that thing.
And it's got 2 chutes.
All right, now where are we gonna end up?
The last Blue Shift went over there.
Lights way before the tree.
Is it gonna land or go into the trees? Okay.
It is in the tree.
In the trees. Bummer.
Well, we'll be able to visit that one each time we launch rockets. Gotta deal with that.
Hey everybody, bad news. I don't think we can launch this. For whatever reason, it's catching in the rail, and I think it's either because I got too much motor, I got too much material building up in here, so it's not going to go. So we're not going to do this one this time. So that's the last rocket. We'll get ready to do an outro in just a second. All right, so that was a pretty good launch. We didn't get a chance to launch our biggest rocket because it got stuck on the launch pad, but the propeller system worked better than the last time, but didn't work as good as it could. The thimble kept it from tangling, but something kept it from falling apart halfway down. I think it was twisting and snapping. So maybe better swivels, we'll see. All right, well, you probably won't see us until late November, early December, as I work on a new fleet of rockets from Bergfeld's Rocket Lab.